If I told you there are 5 exercises that people over 60 consistently overlook, even though surgeons say they're not just as good as walking but in many cases better, would you believe me? Because walking is great. It's safe, gentle, and accessible, but it has limits. And if you're over 60, you've probably already noticed them. Walking doesn't fully strengthen your legs, it doesn't protect your joints from age-related stiffness, it doesn't improve balance the way you need it to, and it definitely doesn't help maintain muscle the way you think. The truth is, most seniors rely on walking as their go-to exercise, and while it's better than being sedentary, it leaves huge gaps in strength, mobility, and stability. And those gaps become the very things that cause falls, pain, weakness, and frustration later in life. So today I want to share something that I wish every person over 60 could hear. These 5 surgeon-approved exercises are the ones your body needs the most right now. In fact, these are the movements that doctors who work with aging knees, hips, and spines recommend all the time because they do what walking simply cannot. Now, before we start, I want you to picture something for a moment. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, more balanced, stronger legs, smoother joints, a steadier core, and absolutely no fear when climbing stairs, getting out of a chair, or stepping off a curb. Imagine feeling that kind of physical confidence again. That's what these exercises can do for you. And the best part? None of them require equipment, none of them require a gym, and you don't have to push yourself to uncomfortable extremes. You just have to be consistent, maybe a few minutes a day, and let your body rebuild itself naturally. The first exercise I want to talk about is something surgeons love because it targets exactly what starts to weaken fastest after 60, the muscles around the knees, hips, and core that stabilize your body. Walking doesn't strengthen these areas enough, and that's why you may feel wobbly or unstable sometimes, even if you walk regularly. The exercise is the sit-to-stand, and if you're thinking, that's too simple to matter, think again. This movement is basically a squat, but safer and more controlled. Every time you sit down and stand up, you are training the exact muscles that help prevent falls. Surgeons constantly recommend this because it mimics a real-life movement you do dozens of times a day, and strengthening that pattern translates directly into independence. I'm talking about the ability to get up from a low chair, get out of the car, or even get off the toilet without strain. When you practice sit-to-stands deliberately, slowly, and with good form, you wake up your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, and your core all in one simple motion. And here's the thing. Walking doesn't activate those muscles nearly as deeply. Walking is repetitive and low resistance. Sit-to-stands actually build strength. And here's the beautiful part. You don't need to force anything. Start from a higher chair if you need to. Use your hands at first. And slowly progress to using only your legs. It's amazing how quickly your body responds once you start training the movement it depends on every single day. Now let's talk about the second exercise. And this one is incredibly powerful because it targets something almost no one pays attention to, balance. If you're over 60, balance is everything. It's not just about avoiding falls. It's about feeling secure in your own body when you move around your home, when you step into the shower, and when you walk on uneven ground. Surgeons say that declining balance is one of the earliest markers of aging mobility issues. And guess what? Walking doesn't train balance. It actually relies on balance you already have. So if you don't train balance separately, it slowly declines. That brings us to the single leg stand. It looks simple, just standing on one leg, but it trains dozens of stabilizing muscles deep inside your legs, hips, and feet. These muscles don't get activated much during walking. When you stand on one leg, your body has to make tiny micro-adjustments every second to keep you stable. That strengthens the neuromuscular system, improves your coordination, and fires up the deep hip stabilizers that protect your joints. Start by holding onto a wall or countertop. Lift one foot just an inch off the ground. Don't worry about how long you can hold it. Just focus on staying tall and steady. Over time, aim for 10, 20, or even 30 seconds. You'll be amazed how quickly your balance improves. And with that improvement comes confidence, real, noticeable confidence, the kind that makes daily movement feel easier and safer. The third exercise is one that most surgeons recommend for people with stiff backs, tight hips, or achy knees. And let me be honest, Stiffness is one of the biggest struggles people over 60 face. You probably feel it in the morning when you first get up, when you bend down, or even after sitting for a while. Walking doesn't open up your joints or stretch your muscles much, which is why so many seniors walk for exercise but still feel tight and restricted. That's where the hip hinge movement comes in, like a modified deadlift without weight. You simply place your hands on your hips, push your hips backward as if you're about to close a drawer with your butt, and keep your spine long as you lean forward slightly. This movement teaches your body how to move from the hips instead of the lower back. Surgeons love the hip hinge because it reduces strain on the spine and helps protect against back injuries. When done consistently, it stretches your hamstrings, strengthens your glutes, and improves how your body bends and lifts. Think about how many times a day you pick something up: groceries, laundry, bags, pets, or even grandchildren. Strengthening your hip hinge pattern protects your back during all of that. And once again, walking doesn't train this motion at all. That's why adding this one exercise can make your body feel younger and more mobile within a few weeks. Now, exercise number 4 is something I wish every single person over 60 would do because it strengthens one of the most important but neglected areas, the upper back and posture muscles. Walking doesn't fix posture. If anything, we tend to slump or round our shoulders forward while walking. Over time, this leads to neck pain, shoulder discomfort, and even breathing issues. The exercise is the wall slide. Stand with your back against a wall and try to raise your arms upward like you're making a snow angel. Keep your elbows and hands as close to the wall as you comfortably can. It's harder than it sounds, especially if you have tight shoulders or a stiff upper back. But this movement strengthens the muscles that pull your shoulders back, open your chest, and improve your breathing. Surgeons often recommend wall slides for people with spinal issues because they help align the upper body and prevent rounding that can lead to chronic pain. Once you start doing this regularly, you'll notice your posture improving without even thinking about it. Your chest will open up, your shoulders will sit back naturally, and your neck will feel less strained. And the best part? Better posture reduces the load on your spine, which helps prevent injuries. You'll stand taller, breathe better, and feel more aligned. And now we come to exercise number 5, the one that ties everything together. If you only did one exercise besides walking, this is the one doctors want you to pick. It's the heel-to-toe walk, sometimes called a balance line walk. This movement challenges your coordination, strengthens your ankles, improves your core stability, and retrains your gait pattern. Surgeons often recommend this because it helps reduce shuffling, improves stride length, and makes your walking pattern smoother and more efficient. And here's the key: this exercise fixes weaknesses that walking itself cannot. When you walk normally, both feet are on the ground part of the time. In the heel-to-toe walk, one foot is directly in front of the other, like walking on a tightrope. This forces your body to stabilize with each step. It's incredible for balance, leg strength, joint mobility, and confidence with movement. Start slow and use a wall or counter for support. Place your heel directly in front of the opposite toe. Take small, controlled steps. As you get better, try doing it without holding on. This one exercise can transform your stability, your confidence, and even how young you feel while moving. Now, I want to talk about something important. When people hear the phrase, better than walking, they often misunderstand it. Walking is great. Keep walking. It's good for your heart, your circulation, your mood, and your joints. But walking alone is not a complete program. Think of your body like a house. Walking is the paint. It keeps everything fresh and maintained. But the exercises I just shared with you are the foundation, the beams, and the structure. They keep everything stable and strong. And after 60, the foundation becomes more important than ever. You need strength, balance, mobility, and posture, not just steps. If you combine walking with these 5 surgeon-approved exercises, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to stay functional, safe, and capable for decades. Imagine being able to get up from the floor without help. Imagine climbing stairs without feeling winded or unsteady. Imagine turning your head without neck stiffness. Imagine picking up groceries without straining your back. These aren't luxuries. They're basic abilities that your body can absolutely regain, no matter your age, as long as you challenge it the right way. And that's what these exercises do. Let's go a little deeper into why these exercises work so well. The sit-to-stand builds strength. The single leg stand builds stability. The hip hinge restores mobility. The wall slide improves posture. And the heel-to-toe walk improves coordination. Strength, stability, mobility, posture, and coordination. These 5 elements are the pillars of functional aging. They determine how easily you move, how safely you move, and how confidently you can do everyday tasks. Walking only gives you one of those pillars, endurance. These exercises give you the other 4. And that's why surgeons love them. They reduce fall risk. They protect the joints. They improve function. They slow age-related muscle loss. They help maintain independence. And they do all of that with minimal risk. I want you to take a moment and think about your future self. Think about the version of you 6 months from now, 1 year from now, and 5 years from now. If you could give that future self a gift that keeps you mobile, strong, steady, and capable, wouldn't you want to give it? Because every time you practice these exercises, that's exactly what you're doing. You're investing in a stronger future version of yourself. You are preventing problems before they happen. And you're proving to yourself that age does not define your ability to improve. Now, as you do these exercises, I want you to go slow. This is not a race. You're not trying to beat anyone or prove anything. You're simply reconnecting with your body and reminding it how to move well again. That alone can be incredibly powerful. And if you've been inactive for a while, that's okay. Start small. If you can only do 5 sit-to-stands, do 5. If you can only stand on one leg for 3 seconds, great, start with that. If your posture feels stiff, do just a few wall slides. The magic isn't in doing a lot. It's in doing a little consistently. Your body responds to repetition, not intensity. So give it time, give it patience, and give it effort. There's something else I want to highlight. As we age, we lose muscle faster, a process called sarcopenia. Walking doesn't stop sarcopenia. Strength movements do. Sit-to-stands and hip hinges directly combat this muscle loss. They help you maintain the strength to lift things, climb stairs, and stabilize your body. And balance declines with age too. That's why single-leg stands and heel-to-toe walks are crucial. They help retrain the parts of your brain and nervous system that keep you steady. And posture naturally worsens with age. Wall slides reverse that. So when surgeons say these exercises are better than walking, what they mean is that walking is great for overall health, but these movements are better for functional age. Your biological age, how old your body feels, can be different from your chronological age. These exercises help your body feel younger, stronger, and more capable. When you start doing these exercises, something interesting will happen. You'll begin noticing small victories. You'll feel more grounded when you stand. You'll rise from chairs more easily. You'll walk with more confidence. You'll feel more stable in the shower. You'll catch yourself slouching less. And one day, maybe a few weeks from now, you'll realize that something that used to feel difficult now feels easy. That's not just physical improvement, that's freedom. So if you're over 60, give yourself this gift. Don't rely only on walking. Add these simple, surgeon-approved exercises to your routine and watch how your body transforms. Not through extreme workouts, not through heavy equipment, not through pain, but through intelligent, gentle, functional movement. Movement that supports your joints, strengthens your muscles, improves your balance, and restores your confidence. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with something important. Your body is incredibly adaptable. It doesn't matter if you're 60, 70, or 80, you can always improve. Your muscles can get stronger. Your balance can improve. Your posture can straighten. Your joints can move more freely. Age may be a number, but your mobility is a choice. And every time you choose to move, you choose youth. So start today. Start with a few minutes. Start with one exercise. Start with whatever feels comfortable. And build from there. You're not doing these exercises to impress anyone. You're doing them to take control of your body, your health, and your future. And trust me, your future self will thank you for it. If you found this helpful, make sure you stay tuned, because I've got more videos coming that will help you stay strong, healthy, and active at any age. Your journey doesn't end at 60. With the right movements, it can actually begin. Keep going, keep moving, and I'll see you in the next one.